I have tried to record this video like 7 times, and every single time I hit record, the phone goes off, the dog barks, somebody's at the door, we had a power outage, there's a solar eclipse. Happy Monday, it's solar eclipse day. Wherever you are, somewhere, I know that it got like really dark if you lived out in Texas. I'm in Florida, and it got like gloomy. We had like 60% totality. It wasn't anything crazy, but still cool nonetheless if you're a nerd like that stuff. But yeah, okay. Happy Monday. I'm trying to record a video. I'm hoping I can get through this today right now because I really want to just move on with my day here. I got a package in of some reissues that I've been wanting for a little while now, and I'm happy that there is now a US distro that is providing this, and that is Iron Fortress. But I'm talking about releases solely on Intuit Records. If you're not familiar with Intuit Records, they are a label that just presses some gems, man, reissues some gems, and there's been a lot of stuff that they've been doing lately that I really wish I could get my hands on, but I don't buy from them because the shipping is just so damn expensive, and to make it worth it, you have to buy at least 3 or 4 tapes, and I don't always have, as you guys know, don't always have the funding for that. So I've been holding off and hoping that someday someone in the US will distro these, and that day has finally come. Iron Fortress is now distroing Intuit Records. I am so happy about it. So I took advantage of whatever little funding that I had set aside to do this, and I got several of the releases in my collection now that I've been wanting for a little while now. So we're going to talk about that today. Intuit Records is an awesome label. And if you're overseas and you're able to take advantage, definitely do. There is a pre-order up right now for Eternal Cryptic Lust. That is a new release. It's their debut release of a U.S. death metal band. I think they're out of Arizona. They do have a CD available in the U.S., so eventually I'm hoping I'll get that. But that is a new release right now that's come out that I've been really enjoying, and Intuit Records pressed it on tape, so just calling that out. But I've got some reissues here of some old school underground death metal gems that definitely deserve the reissues, pressings, and the treatment of that. So I'm going to show you off those for now. So I'll start with the most known one, I think, out of the 4, and that is Acheron's demo, Rites of the Black Mass. I think this is like the second or third demo? Second demo? Fourth demo from 1991. So yeah, I don't think I need to talk about Acheron. No, I don't need to talk about them. But I already had this on CD, but I thought the tape looked awesome, and I thought it would be a cool thing to have in my tape collection. I have a fairly large tape collection now, so I just really wanted it. So I grabbed this, and as you can see, it's got a nice crack on the case because the post office's favorite thing is to know, like, oh, they feel the little bubble mailer and like, this is definitely a cassette tape or a CD, so I'm going to throw it on the ground as hard as I possibly can. I might stomp on it a little bit. I might toss it off the truck, might toss it across the room, might just shove it into your little P.O. box and hope and pray I don't crack anything. That's what happened. This and another tape that I had in the package got busted up. This one was the least expensive one. Least affected one. Offended. What the fuck am I saying? The other one that I've shown in a different video got fucked up pretty big. But the tape still plays, so I'm just dealing with it. But the case had to be completely changed out. It was just smashed. So anyway, off of my tangent now. Asheron, Rites of the Black Mass. This has been reissued several times over the years. Like I said, I know I have this on CD, but the tape was cool, and I'll show you why. I played into the marketing aspect here, and it's an all-over print tape. Like, come on, I had to get it, and the price was great. Intuit Records does not sell or rip you off with their tape prices, and Iron Fortress did a nice service and did the same. It's a European he's distroing an overseas tape, and sometimes distros in the US, they have to make up for the shipping costs and whatever else, and they jack up the price up a little bit on the cassette tape. Iron Fortress didn't do that, so props to them. I think this was like $8, not gonna lie. So there you go, all over print tape. And then the J card is really nice too. So shout out to Vincent Crowley. He has an awesome YouTube page, and he just released a new album this year that's also very good. I think it was back in January. I talked about it on here. So check this out. But also, you cannot go wrong with old school Acheron, some of the pioneers in the genre. So there you go. Awesome stuff. So I had to snag that. Shout out Inter Records. There's been other distros that I think that have been carrying this. I feel like I saw this on Headsplit's distro too. I might be wrong about that. Maybe Gurgling Gore had this at one point. I don't know, but I finally got it. I've seen it circulating and I finally picked it up. So there's that. The next one is probably one that doesn't need to be talked a whole lot about either. You're already familiar with this, but that is Grand Supreme Blood Court, Martin Van Drunen's other band that he did back in 2012. This is their only full-length album, although there was rumors of them making a new one, but that was a long time ago, and I don't know what the hell happened to it. So this was originally out on Century Media Records, and I used to have this on CD, and I don't know why I sold it. I wish I hadn't, because this is just all around awesome album. I love this album. This was very nostalgic when I listened to it, because it had been a while, but this is really good Death Doom done in just the absolute supreme way. So all over print tape as well. This was one of the things that I've been wanting to get. When I saw Into It did this, I was like, I need to snag that. So this was immediate add to basket when I saw that Iron Fortress had it. And then here's the J card. I kept the hype sticker on the case, which I don't usually do with my tapes, but it came off nice, and I was like, cool. I'll stick it on the cassette tape. So there you go. So there you go. Like I said, there was rumors of them making another album, but I don't know what happened to that. That was a long time ago. I haven't seen anything else since. So it doesn't say they're split up, but I don't know. I'm a huge Martin Van Drunen fan. I mean, really, who isn't at this point? So this is just a great album. Love me some Asphyx, and I love me some Grand Supreme Blood Court. So this was another one. These are still available too. Of course, that's my fucking dog barking. They're still available. I don't think any of this stuff is sold out. I'll pop up the website at the end of this video. Next one is one that's gone a little bit viral. I've noticed a lot of people talking about this lately, showing it off, wanting it. Ben Brain Smasher talked about this not too long ago. I was gonna buy the reissue of the CD because it was circulating around, but I never got around to it. Why is my dog barking? Like, literally, there's no reason for my dog to be barking right now. You have to understand. I have a window right here. There's no car outside our house. So, and over there, I don't think that she can see anything. There's nothing to be barking about. She just is a little dog that barks at everything. She's just not going to stop. I'm trying to record a video, man. This is so painful. Anyway, Infected Virulence, music of Melkor. Got the reissue of this, did it on tape. Like I said, there was a CD circulating, and I feel like there was also a vinyl reissue that was done of this. I missed out on all those. I haven't been able to find it. And then finally I saw this, and I was like, fuck yes, I'm getting that as soon as it becomes available. This is some old school death metal, very much in the thrashy vein. Definitely has some thrashy elements to it, from Germany. This was released in 1994. This is the only full length that they've ever issued. So awesome stuff. Like, this was definitely worth waiting out for. One of those underground gems that I feel like everybody should add to their collection, especially if you're a huge death metal fan, a huge old school death metal fan. So fluorescent orange tape. There we go. And then the J card is very nice. I love these thick style J cards. Very nice quality. So there you go. This is definitely worth it. If you've never heard this, go find it on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. And then it's also on Bandcamp. I don't know about other streaming platforms, admittedly. I don't use anything else except for those two. I don't have an Amazon Music subscription or Apple Music or Spotify. I am weird, and I just use YouTube Music and Bandcamp. So listen to this. It's awesome. It's worth having in your collection. It's a gem. Definitely. And admittedly, the last release, now there's like 3 or 4 other tapes that Into It has recently pressed that I really, really want to get, and I'm hoping I can snag them soon. I'm hoping Into It or Iron Fortress will get them in their distro. But this one is one of those underground, old school death metal demos that I was chasing to add into my collection. I like doing that. That part of collecting is really fun to me. And I've never had access to this stuff until now. I mean, I'm not like Ken or Dennis over Analog Archives, or like even Ben. Like all these guys have had this stuff for years. I've finally am just now getting around to be able to buy it. So, and that is Sacr Tomia with Altar of Sin. Sorry about that. This is a band out of Sweden, so Swedish death metal. This is their demo from 1992. That's it. Like, I think they have a split out, and that's about it. But this is raw death metal, is what I like to say. It's very raw production style, but it's very good. It's that old school death metal from the 90s. Swedish old school death metal, just done in the absolute best way. Really, really good. I was really, really excited to get this. And one of the things that I was happy to see that Iron Fortress had on their distro. So just a plain white pearl printed tape with black ink. Very nice and classic. Goes very well with the J card. They're like Xerox, old school death metal, like zine flyer look that they're doing here. So there you go. And then the other side. So this full thing is on YouTube as well. Highly recommend you going it. Just keep in mind it's shitty production, but this is very much worth having in your collection if you're into that kind of like demo collecting, which I am. I admittedly, this is the reason why I started collecting cassette tapes, was to get these like old school demos in the collection, and they were not as easy to get or within my funding availability. Some of these things are on Discogs for like stupid prices. So I'm just glad that these labels are taking these things and giving the reissue treatment here. So there you go. I'm pretty sure, I don't know how many times this has been released. I don't know. Let's just look it up. Yeah, let's just look it up. How many times was this pressed? Altar of Sin cassette. Was not on a label, so it was self-released. So again, and this was back in 92. So it says on Discogs that 61 people have it. I don't know. So it looks like they self-released it. So again, probably wasn't as accessible until now, until Intuit Records took it and gave it a reissue. So there you go. If you have an original OG copy of this, which I probably can name like 7 people that do, just because they were in the scene at the time, that's awesome. So, but Intuit Records doing some good work here in finding these things and giving them a reissue treatment and getting them into people's hands that want them in their collection. So those are the 4 tapes that I snagged. There's been several other things that they've released. Let me pop up the website so I can show you guys. There we go. Let's move my big fucking face down so you guys can see it. I didn't have this set up before I decided to record. Sorry about that. All right, face over here, this bigger. Oh my god, I'm absolutely failing at this right now. Okay, hello face, go down there. Okay, so this is Intuit Records website. Right now they have this up for pre-order. Eternal's new album, Cryptic Lust. This is a U.S. death metal band, I think, out of Arizona. I've been listening to this on Bandcamp. They have CDs out here in Arizona, so I'll probably snag one of those. But if I don't, I'm definitely going to snag this tape if somebody in the U.S. distro gets it. But this is really good. I've been really, really enjoying this. So I believe it has not shipped yet, but I do know that there is a CD that's available. So this is good. That's what they have. I haven't heard this yet. This is a re-release of a 1994 demo from Denial. I recognize this, but admittedly I don't know if I've ever heard it. But I'll have to take a look at that. But this is one that I really want to get. There's my fucking dog again. Disparity. This is a new release. I think I just saw this on Intuit's Instagram page today that that just came in stock or something. So these will be shipping soon, or should be shipping already. I don't know, but yeah, this is really good. I would love to add this to the collection. So they just had a lot of really good releases. This one is awesome. Sarcasm is so good. I really, really want this. So I'm hoping I can grab that. they just have a lot of really good releases right now. Here's the one that I just showed you. This one, I'm a dummy. I did not see that Iron Fortress had this on their distro. If I had seen it, I would have thrown it into the package. He still has it. I need to grab it when I'm able to. I'm hoping within the next week or two I'll be able to snag this after I make some more money. But right now, obviously, paying bills is the priority here, so I'm going to have to hold off on this for a little while. But this is some awesome artwork that Mark Riddick has done in the past. So yeah, Killing Addiction is so good. They just talked about this on the Death Metal podcast, Roy's channel, and I think it was Austin from... Was it Austin or was it Ruin? I don't know, Austin from Vacuous Depths was just recently on there. I feel like they talked about this on here and maybe even played it. I don't remember. I started listening to it. I got like 2 hours into the show. I can't remember which one it was. Roy streams so much that I can't remember which show it was. So there you go. That's an awesome tape that you should get. There's Asheron. There we go. There we go. This is another one that was really good. Iron Fortress has this, but I chose to wait off on this, but I will get this eventually someday. This was a good release. This one is good too. I don't know, like, look at the price of that. Like, that's like $4 in US. This is good. Desolate is really good. I don't... Grab this. Iron Fortress has this on their distro. There's so much stuff I want. Like, if you're watching this video, there's so much stuff on Intuit Records that they've released that I want. Just a lot of good stuff. He also distro stuff, as you can see. This looks like it says Darkness Shall Rise. Yeah, so he distros Darkness Shall Rise pressings too. They do a bunch of awesome stuff on here, but there you go. Look, there's some vomitory tapes, but his stuff sells out. Eventually, it sells out, and that's it. They're hard to find. Not a lot of U.S. distros supply the stuff, so get it while you can. And then they sell for stupid prices on Discogs, like dumb. Let's pull up Discogs here. Let's see here. What is it? Oh yeah, Intuit Records. I had a brain fart there. I completely forgot what I was doing. So let's see. There's 123 copies in the Discogs store. Let's do ships from the United States. Okay. Yeah. Look at this. Come on now. Let's see what the lowest tape is going for. Okay, so that same exact tape that I showed you that was $50, Half Price Books has it for $5.99. It looks like this was a split release with Raw School. So yeah. Okay, so some of this stuff is not too bad. Oh, Dissonant Tapes. There we go. That's the other distro I was thinking of. Dissonant Tapes also gets some Intuit Records stuff in. So yeah, but sometimes, man, when this stuff is... Oh, Delirium. That was another one that I wanted. Dissonant has it. Okay. I have a laundry list of shit that I want to get from Intuit Records, is what I'm saying. So definitely check out the label if you're not familiar. If you're a tape head, you'll love this stuff, especially if you're into the old school death metal collecting of tape head stuff. It's definitely worth it. So this video has gone on much too longer than I wanted it to. But yeah, check out Iron Fortress if you want some of these. And it looks like Dissonant Tapes too is also providing Intuit Records as well. If you're a tape head, these are worth getting into your collection. And yeah, that's all I have. Happy Monday. Hopefully your week is starting off great. I hope you enjoyed the solar eclipse and didn't glare into it, because that is true. You will go blind. I don't know why people were questioning that. I saw a lot of shit on social media. It just really made me question humanity as a whole. My God, people are stupid. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.